That is true. Hey, welcome to Bulldog Streaming Network here at Forsyth. Game 3. Your Bulldogs taking on the Lebanon Yellowjackets. About 40 seconds here. We'll kill the music and we'll get started. Coming off a nail biter last night. I need to apologize for being a little rowdy and loud. Sorry, I couldn't take it. So if I said anything stupid or offended anybody, apologies. I guess you get what you pay for, right? So hopefully tonight's a better night. We got a different lineup on the refs. 3 new ones. Yellowjackets lost to Branson in a close game as they came back within 5 or 6 points in the final buzzer for Branson to move on into the championship. Yeah. So Branson and Forsyth championship tonight at 7:30. Your Bulldogs. All right, let's go over here to Yellowjackets. Number 3, Mason Huber, 12th or senior, 6-footer. Harrison Fowl, number 4, 6'4", junior. Number 21, Antoine Gibbons, senior, 6'2". Noah Thornhill, senior, 5'10". And 34, Evan King, a 6'5" sophomore. Good size lineup. Here come your Bulldogs. Maddox Shorter, number 2. Lincoln Endicott, number 2. Or number 4, I'm sorry. Rashad McDonald, number 5. Cooper Vedix, number 21. Last but not least, Birdie in the pant. A couple of the boys out there right now. Vedix with a rolled ankle. Endicott got pushed into the bleachers last night. Dislocated his pinky. You'll see tape on that. And hurt his knee, so he's got a sling on it. So, hold on a second. All right, here we go. Looks like Endicott and Gibbons. Looks like he's going to right back to Endicott to Pant. Pant goes to Vedix. Vedix tries to drive in, runs into a wall, hands it back to Pant. Swings to McDonald on the near side wing. Make sure the camera's right here, sorry. Pant, the wing. There's Shorter. Shorter's going to drive in, nowhere to go as the Yellowjackets shut the door. McDonald looks behind the back. It's going to be off the ankle. Gets it back. To Vedix, so I got a little bit of a tough camera angle tonight. Pant on the far side. Vedix going to drive in, and he's going to get fouled on the ground. So Vedix, let me see, they call that shooting. So Vedix goes to the line. Shot. So one said shooting, one said foul on the ground. So Antoine Gibbons is the one that gets fouled on that one, the big boy. Senior, 6'2". Shooting a 3. Sorry. All right, so we're going to inbound again. Here comes Pam. Gets the ball in. It gets it into McDonald. McDonald swings it to the far side of Shorter. See if I can see him on my camera. Back to Vedix, near side. There's Pam on the far side. He looks. Get a little bit of ball movement here. See what they got. Here comes Gibbons out to defend. Hands it off to McDonald. Gibbons on McDonald. Goes to the far side. Pant looks. Pant's got the hot hand here. In Forsyth. McDonald, side step, bounce pass to Endicott. Endicott for 2. Bulldogs on the board. A little bit of pressure here by the Bulldogs. We got McDonald and Vedix, and it's going to be a turnover. A little soft pressure as Mason Huber, takes one too many steps. Pantheon down for the Bulldogs. Looks like he's going to go back court to Shorter. Givens picks him up at the half. Gets crossed, bounce pass to the corner, bounce pass baseline, Endicott. He's going to see a wide open pant for three. Off the front of the rim. Here's Shorter, put back long two, no good. Tip back to Shorter. Shorter's going to swing it. Here's McDonald. Shots are going up, just not falling. So a good series by the Bulldogs. Just couldn't get the ball to drop. King, the big sophomore, 6'5", to inbound. Gets it into Huber. Picked up by McDonald. Bounce pass Givens. Givens goes to the corner for three. And that's going to be tipped by Endicott as Thornhill tries to shoot. Thornhill tries to shoot in the corner. Endicott gets there on the bad knee. He says, pain's only in your mind. Hubert inbound. Bounce pass into Howe. Howe for the shot. No good. Rebound by McDonald. McDonald. He's going to go coast to coast. Shots no good. No. Tons of contact, but no call. And tees up McDonald. So McDonald drives coast to coast. He gets flogged a little bit on the way up. Didn't get the call he wanted. Talked a little bit of too much smack there, and referee teed him up. So Bulldogs right now lead by 2 on a block put in by Endicott. Looks like Huber's got the honors of the technical shooting. Oh, gosh, sorry. First shot's no good. Let me fix some camera, sorry. Sorry, going to get a little camera sick. And shot's good. All right, so it makes it a 2-1 game as the Bulldogs lead by 1. And unfortunately, the Yellowjackets get the ball back after the technical. King to inbound. The whole Yellowjacket team gets it into Huber. Martin in for Rashad McDonald. He went to the bench, get some hydration, cool down a little bit. Kobe Martin checks in off the foot of Shorter. Going to do it again on the far side. Huber to inbound. Looking to get it in. Here comes it into King. Back to Huber to the corner to Howe. Back to Huber for 3. Nope, he pulls it down. Here's Howe. He's got a look. It's in the air. No good. Rebound by Gibbons. Underneath wide open King for 2. Bulldogs trail by 1, 2-3. Inbound to Vedix. Quick pass to the far side to Shorter. Martin. Takeaway on the pass. And 2 points. Timeout Bulldogs as the Lebanon jumps out to a 5-2 lead on the Bulldogs. All right, there we go. Sorry, I was trying to get that camera angle going. Bulldogs the inbound on the far end. Shorter, going to get it into Hanks. Brian Hanks checks in for Vedix. Hanks to Shorter. Far wing with 5:26 first period to Hanks. Kicks it to Martin. Martin for 3. It's in the air, and it's in for 3. And just like that, Martin ties it up. Huber, Jojo Mallard checks in. Sorry, I missed him. Pant goes out. To Givens to the corner. Shots in the air. It's going to be no good by Thornhill. Rebound by Huber. Huber does a good job for the Yellowjackets. Hustling. Thornhill. Thornhill for 3. That's in. Bulldogs go down by 3 with a 8-5 or 5-8. Shorter to Martin near side. Looking at wide open Endicott. Endicott on the far wing. Looking to get rid of it. Goes to Hanks inside. Far corner. Comes back to Endicott. Shorter near side. Swings it to the near side. Here's Martin. Martin and the big man. It's going to be a tip away by Gibbons. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be a Bulldog ball. Good hustle by Gibbons. Hanks lets it go out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldog ball. Opposite end. Shorter gets across. It's Endicott in the corner. Right back to Shorter. Endicott, he looks. Pulls it down. Hanks on the near side. Got defended by Guffer. Excuse me. Endicott far side. 3:54 first period. Shorter to Hanks. Shorter for a long three, and it looks good. It's going to rim out. Rebound by Howell. Here comes Huber, and Daniel Ballard picks up a body foul. Continues where he left off last night. Ballard couldn't do anything right now. So he couldn't even hardly breathe without getting called. So, unfortunately, filling it. Hebert inbound. Gets it in the King. Far side. Endicott's got him locked down on Goffer. Brings it out to the top. Flips it to this side as Huber gets good ball handler. He's going to go all the way to the far side. Throws it to Howell. Howell's picked up by Endicott. Swings it. He's going to get the three-point shot off. No good. Endicott with the rebound. Endicott's going to keep it. Come across. Hits Martin on the near side. There's Hanks. Hanks picked up by King. 6'5". He's going to have to elevate or get some space. Martin to Ballard. Ballard's going to go up for two. Shot's no good, but Ballard goes to the line. Shooting two. Ballard's got a chance here to bring within a 1-point game. Shot's good. To Ballard. Sinks the first one. And second one's good, so it's a 1-point game. Courtesy of Jojo Ballard. 2:58 left in the first period. Get into King, back to Huber. They're going to underhand it. A lazy pass. Endicott almost gets it. Knocks it out of bounds, so it looks like the Yellowjackets are going to keep it at the score table. King, the big man, the sophomore, stands at 6'5". The inbound gets it into Huber backcourt. Picked up by Ballard. Damon Martin kind of got a lockdown here, all the way to the far side. He's got the wide open look. Howell drives in for two. It's going to be no good. Martin tips it, keeps it. Martin hands off to Hanks. Hanks in the full stride, spin move, and he's up, and he is in for two. Ryan Hanks, the high flying spin and move, and it goes in. Gets the ball down to Givens. Bulldogs take the lead by one with 2:16. First period. Yellowjackets drive in, no good. Rebound by Givens. Shot is in. Lebanon goes back up by one with a 9-10 lead with 2:09. Hanks at the top, hits Martin in the corner. Bounce pass Hanks. Hanks is going to go to Ballard. Ballard's going to fade away, and it's in. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. Quick pass down to Givens. Givens going to go baseline. It's going to be a bad pass by Thornhill. Endicott's going to come up with it. Gives it to Hanks. Hanks fakes the three, drives in. Goes to Martin. Martin's got an open look, and it is off the back of the rim. Somehow not over the back there. Pushing the back is Shorter. Has position. Out of Thornhill. Back to Howell. He's going to go to the corner to Howell. Is there two Howells? Shorter gets down, gets bumped. Little bump and grab there by Huber. Here's Hanks, drives in, goes for the layup, and one. Shot rims out, but the Hanks goes for the line. That was on 34. So Evan King, the big man, gets his first foul. Brian Hanks goes for the line. Trying to expand this lead, and he does with one. Good shot by Hanks. Let's see if we can get one more here. We'll take all we can get, not to be greedy. Vedix and Pant check in for Endicott and Martin. Here's Hanks. That's good. Bulldogs go up by 3. Just under a minute. Clock's ticking down on the 50, 53, 52. Yellowjackets get across. Got a sub in for them. Let's see who that was. That's Irwin. Good ball, good defense, and it looks like Ballard is going to get. Yep, JoJo Ballard picks up his second one. All right, another foul on Ballard. That should be 2 on him. Foul with the shot is good. Powell, a junior, stands 6'4". Second shot's good. Ballard steps over the line, so it's going to be a turnover on the Bulldogs. So the Yellowjackets going to get it right back, down by 1. So 13-12 with 45.2 seconds left in the first period. Subs checking in for the Yellowjackets. Hubert inbound, underneath the basket. Goes all the way to Thornhill. Corner, Howe fires the 3-point. Shorter comes up with it. He's going to drive coast to coast. He goes up. It's no good. Going to the line. Shooting 2. Shorter hits those hyper burners and just takes off. He elevates it. He beats a few Yellowjackets up there in the air. Clock stops at 35.9. Shorter on the line with Ballard and Pant. It's a rebound. Shorter last night had 2 huge free throws, crucial free throws last night to put the Bulldogs up by 1. And they came back down the last seconds and hit a 3. Both shots missed, and it's going to be saved by King. Time's ticking, 29 seconds in the first period. Got him trapped. That's a backcourt. Yes, sir. Oh, he called timeout on him. So a good timeout for the Yellowjackets because Huber had himself a backcourt call coming. And good. So 24.9 seconds. Your Bulldogs are clinging to a 1-point lead with 13-12. We'll take a second time out here. We'll be right back to the College Nation Boys streaming network here in Forsyth, Missouri. Final game of the tournament. Bulldogs beat the Warriors. If you watched last night's game, it was stressful. If you didn't, go back and watch it. I'm going to apologize right now for my commentating. I got sucked into it as a parent. Apologies. And it was loud, but that's okay. Pant, Phoenix, Shorter, Hanks, and Ballard. Looks like King to inbound. Looking for somebody open. He's going to get in to Givens. Is it Givens? Yeah, Givens. Hubert with a pass. Here comes King, and he's just going to get clobbered as it goes in and one. So Hubert goes down. Is that his second or third? Oh, okay. So Huber goes out. He takes a pretty hard fall there. Ball handler, the guard, he takes kind of a hard hit. He goes down. Several subs come in for the Yellowjackets. King at the line as he takes the lead on a hard layup, and he was made to pay for that. I don't know who got credit for that one. Shots no good. Endicott to Hanks. Hanks at the far side. He's going to go to Shorter. Vidic coming down to the top. He sees Hanks. Hanks got the wide open look. He's going to rim out. Pant with a great tip, and he's got it. You are not taking that out those biceps. Pant put the clamps on and locked the biceps into place, and there he is. Takes 2 Yellowjackets with him. So it's going to be a jump ball. Unfortunately, it's the Yellowjackets' time with 0.7 seconds in the first period. And that's it. So that brings it close to the top of the first. Bulldogs down by 1, 14-13. So we'll take 2-second timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back to the Carl Jacob Boys Streaming Network here in Forsyth, Missouri, home of the windy roads. We'll be right back. All right, the buzzer sounded to reset the clock to 8 minutes. We're rolling into the second period. Bulldogs down by 1. Let's see, we got Shorter, Hanks, Vidic, Pant, and Endicott as Shorter inbounds. Bulldog ball at the half. Gets it into Hanks, back court. Going to picked up by Gibbons. Goes to Vidic. Quick pass to Pant in the corner. Pant's going to bring it back around. He sees Shorter. Shorter's got an open look. Just off. Vidic gets the rebound. Just out of reach. Slides into the bleachers or into the net, or to the dugout. Sorry, wrong sport. Huber drives in. Good to see him back on the court. You never want to see any of these young men get hurt, so he looks like he's healthy. So that's good. Good. So Huber drives in. He goes up for the shot. He gets fouled on the floor. Yellowjackets inbound underneath their basket. Howe goes up strong. No good. Bumped in the air by Pant. Rebound by Hanks. Hanks. Flirting with that line. Shorter on the far side. He's going to bring it back to the near wing. He's going to go underneath the Hanks. Hanks to Endicott. Endicott for 2. Deacon Endicott. Great ball movement by the Bulldogs. As the wide open Endicott slides right in the back door there and for 2 points. 3-point shot by the Yellowjackets. No good. Rebound by King and puts it in. Yellowjackets up by 1. Here comes Pant. Pant on Gibbons. He's going to go. He sees Shorter. Shorter brings the ball back to the top. Takes out the far wing. Spread out a little bit. He sees Pant. Here comes Pant. Brings it back around. 6:52. There's Vidic. Vidic near side wing. Goes back to Pant far. Endicott underneath. Here's Vidic. He's got an open look. It's on. And it's in. Cooper Vidic for 3. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs to get the right man open. King to Huber. Gets it across to Gibbons. A little bit of pressure by the Bulldogs. Here goes Gibbons. He's going to drive in with a layup off the bottom of the rim. Pant pulls it down. Here's Vidic with the layup. No good. Got a little crossfire there. 6:17 second period. Bulldogs up by 2, 18-16. Huber at the top, picked up by Vidic. Here comes Howe. Here's Shorter, defender. Swings to the far side as Hanks takes over on the defense. Howe's going to drive in. He's got that look in his eye. He's got nowhere to go. Bounce pass as King comes in. He shoots, no good. Endicott pulls it off the board. Bounce pass to Vidic. Vidic to Endicott. He sees Hanks on the far side. Shorter's going to slow it down, bring it back around with 5:45 in the second period. Shorter's directing traffic right now. Comes to the far side to Vidic, to Hanks. Hanks near side. Vidic in the corner. All the way across to Shorter. He's got a good look. He pulls it down. He's going to drive in for the layup. In for two. Maddox Shorter. Good play by the Bulldogs. Biggest lead of the game, 20-16. Huber. And that's going to be a 10. Oh, all right. So an off-the-ball foul on Givens. Givens saying that Pant had his arm, but the ref says it's a foul. So, hey, we lost this game last night. Due to a lot of calls we didn't like, so. Vidic goes to the bench. Here comes Martin. Let's see what we got here. Shorter, inbound to Hanks. We got Martin, Endicott, and Pan at the other side with 5:17. Second period, Bulldogs lead by 4, 20-16. Shorter to the corner to Martin. Martin underneath Endicott. Endicott is going to lose it. It's going to go off his leg. King's going to go down and get it. Pan just rips it from him. As Pan grabs it and shoots it. Unfortunately, if he had waited a little bit longer than that whistle, Pant had the ball and the shot in the bucket. Huber, soft press by the Bulldogs. Going to bounce pass to the big man, King. King's like, I don't want it. Give it back to Huber. Huber goes all the way to the corner to Howe. Howe's going to bounce pass to Irwin. Irwin's got nowhere to go. He's locked down in the long arms of Martin. Deflect that thing out of bounds. So Yellowjackets are going to keep it, but progress was stopped. Hubert inbound, guarded by Endicott. Gets it into Thornhill, and King back to Huber. Huber, here comes Shorter. Oh, he's got a wide open lane. He's got a decent jumper, and he just overshoots an air ball. Pant, thank you for the pass. Long ball, Pant behind the back. He's going to drive in for the layup off the finger roll. No good. Yellowjackets with the rebound. Huber at the top. Here comes Irvin. King, the big man, for two. Closes it to a 2-point game, 20-18. Hanks to Shorter. There's Pant on the far side with the ball. He's going to bring it back around to the far wing. Looking, he sees Endicott. Endicott's looking, kicks it back to Pant. Pant's going to drive in, elevate, and celebrate. And there it is. Brody Pant. I like the way he says that. 3:46 in the second period, 22-18. King says no thank you. He's going to try to go to Irvin into coverage. Here's Howe. Howe one-on-one with Endicott. He's going to go up. He's trying to muscle his way, and going to be a foul call probably on. Let's see who they give that to. That looks like that goes to Endicott. So Endicott picks up his first. Endicott with 4 points on the day so far. So the big man Howe goes to the line. First shot, no good. So far it's a good foul because he was going to make that layup. And Endicott and Shorter to rebound. Got Martin back. It looks like Kent knocks it to Irvin to Shorter. Goes through a few hands, and Shorter's like, thank you very much. Picked up by Irvin. Here's Shorter. Martin goes to Endicott. Endicott's got a good look. Nice jumper. Wide open look. It was a good shot. Can't take it away from him. Doesn't fall, but that's okay. We'll take a good shot. Good looks all day. 3:13, second period. 22-18. Irvin, guarded by Hanks. He's going to keep it. I thought he handed off to Howe, and he's going to throw it away. And Martin goes up to get it. Quick pass on the out to Shorter. Shorter's going to go right into it. No good, and no call. Huber brings it down. I'm okay as long as they're consistent, and these guys are doing okay today. Just don't watch last night's game. Huber to Thornhill. Thornhill at the top. Here comes Howe to help. Guarded by Hanks. Huber and Shorter over there on the far side. Huber's trying to get somebody to move and groove. Here comes King, the big man, out to the top. 2:28, second period. Thornhill looks, nowhere to go. Huber shuts the door. Medic's checking in at the table. King to Howe. Howe in the corner. Endicott's got him in the corner. Creeping in on him. He's going to go baseline. He's just going to lose it out of bounds. Oh, that's not your call. Sorry. Sorry. So Endicott gets called on that one as the ref off the ball makes the call. And the ref right in front of him says out of bounds. Hubert inbound with 2:18, second period. Here comes Thornhill. Vidic checks in for Endicott. Howe, he's got an open baseline. He's going to drive in, and he's going to be fouled by one of them. It's going to be an N1. Who'd they give that to? Looks like 21. 22. Brody Pan. I was like, Cooper wasn't even there. So a 2-point game, got a chance to bring it to within one. And he does. .204 left, Pant checks out. Rashad McDonald checks in. Shorter's got the ball on the far baseline, or far sideline. Here's Hanks near side to Vidic. Vidic goes to Martin. Martin underneath the Hanks. Hanks looks. He drives in. There's a wide open Rashad. Welcome to the floor, Rashad McDonald. King gets the ball down. Bulldogs expand their lead by 3. Gets it to Givens. Givens going to go to Thornhill in the corner. The shot's in the air. No good. And Rashad McDonald should have an over the back on Howell. So McDonald, no call there. 1-point game as Hanks pulls the trigger on a 3. It's in the air. It's no good. Vidic goes up. Givens comes down with it. 119. Got a couple injured Bulldogs here. He just chime in. Vic's got a bad ankle, and Endicott dislocated a finger and his knee. Not dislocated his knee, but rolled a knee. Huber for 2. It's going to be no good. It's going to be Hanks and King fighting. Vidic knocks it loose, and it looks like Hanks is going to keep it. Hanks dribbles out of the corner. Good job. He's like, I'm taking it coast to coast. Whew. Runs right into a wall as Hanks goes down hard. Gets back up. Looks like he's okay. Vidic shorter. Back to Hanks. Hanks is like, give me a chance to breathe here. 41 seconds left underneath the Shorter. Shorter for 2. In for 2. Maddox Shorter finishes strong. 31 seconds left in the first half. 26-23. Bulldogs with a 3-point lead. You got the wide open Thornhill. Here comes McDonald. Keep your feet. Shot's no good. McDonald gets the ball. He gets across the half. He's going coast to coast. He decides to give it to Shorter. Back to Hanks. 14 seconds left. Looking for that last second shot. 12, 11. Here comes Colby, and that should be 6-5. Here's Hanks. Decides to take it. In for 3. Buzzer beater Hanks from downtown. And that's how you end the first half with a big shot by Brian Hanks. 29-23. So we'll take a several-minute halftime here. We got 10 minutes on the halftime. Your Bulldogs lead 29-23. Let's see here. So it looks like Brian Hanks with 7 points. Shorter with 4 and a foul. McDonald with 2 fouls and 2 points. Martin with 3 points. Phoenix with 3, and that's all I know on the scores. I'm not keeping scores. It's just what's on the scoreboard. So we'll take a few minute time out. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left. So Brian Vidic signing off at the halftime here. We'll be right back to the Carl Junction Boys Streaming Network. Don't go anywhere. We're watching Branson and Forsyth warm up right now. Looks like just under 4 minutes left in the half. We'll probably come back just under one. So let me know. right, looks like about a minute and a half left. We'll get started on the second half. Third period here. Bulldogs right now lead 29-23. Went back and forth. First period. Second period, late in the second period, the Bulldogs kind of took the lead and just kind of held on to it at the end. Yellowjackets aren't making it easy on them, so Bulldogs just got to stick with the way it works. Keep moving the ball, look at that open shot. And rebound. That's coming from the unpaid announcer. Bulldogs will be at Carthage as tournament. I'll have to see when that is. I don't know if it's next weekend or the weekend after. I believe it might be next weekend. I'll have to double check that. And then they'll go to the Kaminsky Classic after Christmas. Towards the 1st of January. So 3 tournaments in a row. That should get them prepped. Looks like Pant, Shorter, McDonald, Endicott, and Vedix. So it looks like McDonald's going to inbound, or no, Pant's going to inbound for the Bulldogs. And here come the starting 5. It looks like the same ones for Lebanon. Pant gets it into Vedix, and the clock starts. We're into the second half, third period. Endicott Shorter to Vedix near side. Back to Shorter. Vedix going to drive in, and Vedix gets rebound. He's going to go up again, and in for 2. A no call. Golly. I know. Like, yeah, he got killed down there again. Amazing. Shots good by Huber. So 33-23. I was going to say 31-25, so it should be. Okay, I was like, wow, that's a good one. Here goes Shorter, drives in. He's going to get. So call the foul on the floor against a push in the back. I'm not sure who that was on. Looks like number 3 is Huber. Payne gets it into Shorter. Shorter pulls the trigger on the 3. Rashawn McDonald gets the rebound. In for 2. No good. Gets his own rebound one more time. He's going to lose it underneath. Keene comes up with it. Guarded by Endicott. Here comes Huber to take it over, the ball handler. He's going to go the long ball to Thornhill for layup, and it's in for 2. 31-27. I'm not sure what just happened there. I don't know what happened there. Did they go out of bounds, or what happened there? Oh. So a double dribble, turnover on the Bulldogs, give it right back to the Yellowjackets. Here comes Huber. He's going to do a 3-point shot. It's going to be over the top. Pant goes up, gets the board. He's going to drive coast to coast. You can tell he's not letting up. He's going all the way. In for 2. King to Huber. Soft pressure by the Bulldogs. They're going to go to the corner. Howell underneath to Huber. Huber off the bottom of the backboard. No good. Here's the home run shot to Vedix. Vedix goes up for 2. In for 2. Long ball by Rashawn McDonald to Vedix. And that's a home run. 35-27. King gets it into Huber. Vedix making himself still. Going to behind the back to Shorter. Shorter's going to keep it. Spin move. It was beautiful. And in for 2. Matty Shorter and a timeout. Yellowjackets. 5:56, third period, 37-27. The biggest lead of the game is the Bulldogs pull ahead double digits by 10. Man, I can tell Alicia's been working with Maddie on that one. Woo! We'll take a second timeout. This is the College Action Boys Streaming Network as your Bulldogs pull ahead by 10. Just under 6 minutes left in the third. All right, welcome back here to the third. Just under 6 minutes. Yellowjacket ball on the far end. Phoenix Pants, Shorter, Endicott, and McDonald. Get it into Howe, back to King, to Huber. Ball handler, here comes King. A little bit of pressure by McDonald. Howe slows it down, Irvin in. Bulldogs are really ramping up the defense here. Yellowjackets have to move it, trying to block the shot. Huber drives in, he's going to go in for the layup. He's going to dish it to Irvin. Irvin's going to lose it. Phoenix almost gets it. Back to the top. Thornhill's got a look for three. No good. Pant with the rebound. Long ball, hard ball to Endicott. Endicott for two. Take it, Endicott. 39-27, 5-14. Huber gets it across the half, tries to push off Shorter. Cross to Howe, to the top to King. Here's back to Huber. Huber hits the corner of Thornhill. Irvin's going to try to drive in for the short floater. Gets it. Endicott gets it in. Shorter far side in front of the table. Goes to Vidic near side. Vidic, here comes Irvin to guard him. We got Endicott in the corner. Endicott looks at the three. Vidic. Quick pass underneath to the wide open Shorter for two, and it's in. Good ball movement as the Bulldogs are seeing the court today. 41-29, 4:35 left in the third. Huber to Irvin, trying to make some room with Pan. Pan not having it, goes all the way to the far side for three. Fade away by Howe in for three. 41-32, 4:18. Pan's going to go coast to coast. Soft touch at the end, and it rolls right in. Huber to King. The big man decides he's going to stop, give it back to the ball handler. Picked up by McDonald. Oh, but it's going to be deflected. McDonald's got a chance. It's going to be a foot race. Huber gets it back. Bounce pass underneath Irvin. Irvin's going to try the short float. Nope, he goes to the wide open corner again. Oh. I think Vidic gets him on. Let's see what happened here. Did he call that? There was a whistle. Must have been an accidental whistle, I guess. So 43-35 is number 4, Harrison Howell. 2 back-to-back threes. Might want to stay on that kid. Shorter gets it into Pant. Back to Shorter, far side Endicott. Endicott going to looking underneath. Here comes Pant. He's got a look. Fade away three. No good. Chip King 6'4", this outside is Shorter. He's 20. Gottman. Vidic goes up with Irvin. And it's a big board by Vidic and Irvin. It's going to be a jump ball, so the Yellowjackets are going to keep it. But we get it next. So Irvin gets the inbound. Vidic's there. McDonald there. They're going to tie him up. It's going to be a reach foul on McDonald. Tries to talk his way out of it. Talked a little too much earlier. Got himself a technical, so he cut that one short. Good idea. So 3:26 left in the third period. 43-35. Hubert inbound for the Yellowjackets. Gets it into Gottman. It's going to be a turnover. Oh, Pan had it. Just couldn't get control of it as it rolls out of bounds. Yellowjackets going to do it again on the inbound underneath their basket. They got some size down there. They could easily do an alley-oop. Got an official's timeout, looks like. I don't know what they're talking about. But at this place, you know it's going against the Bulldogs. Just saying. Yeah. If I was a betting man. I guess they hate Bulldogs in this kind of country. Yeah, I know. All right, so we got an official timeout. I'm not sure what's going on. We'll find out here pretty quick. I got 45-35. I don't know if I'm official, but. Ooh. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what I got, but I got 43-35. All right, I think it looked like it was a scoreboard issue, and I think we're good. The score stays the same. Yellowjackets the inbound. Underneath their basket, Endicott to defend the inbound. Here comes Gottman. He's going to go to the corner to, who is that? Thornhill for three. No good. Endicott with the board. Got the quick out to Pant. Pant on the move. He's going to go. He's high fly. Looking like Air Jordan from the free throw line. In for two. Brody Pant. Yellowjackets get it in. Huber. Quick pass to King. Get it to, who's throwing it to? Gofford. Sorry. Oh! Yep. So either ran out of time, and it's going to be Bulldog ball as Vedek's inbound at the half. Yellowjackets throwing it back and forth a lot for no reason. So Vedek's inbound up shorter. 2:58 left in the third period. There's shorter to Vedek's, back to short the far side. Hits the corner. There's McDonald. McDonald sees shorter underneath Vedek's. Vedek's got a look. It's long. It's in the air. It's no good. Good board by Endicott. He's drives. You can see in his eyes. He's not giving it up, and he doesn't need to because he's throwing it down. Endicott for two. 47-35. 2:35 third period. Bulldogs lead. We got McDonald. So Rashawn McDonald picks up his 150th foul of the day. Poor guy. They got his number right now. Four. I know. So McDonald goes to the bench with 4. We'll probably see him later. Pant goes to the bench. We got Endicott, Vedek's, Kobe Martin, JoJo Ballard, and Brian Hanks check in. King inbounds to Huber. Goes to Thornhill. Powell at the top. Looking for somebody open. He's going to alley-oop Givens. It's no good off the rim. A bad alley-oop. Here's Hanks. Hanks gets it to Endicott. He loses it, gets it back. Back to Hanks at the top with 2:10 third period. Vedek's near side wing. All the way to the corner. We got a wide open Martin shoot. Martin with a miss. Quick out to Howell out of bounds. And he steps out of bounds on a bad overthrow. Just a quick rush one. Howell had the spot, had the shot, and Howell is the hot hand right now. So benefit for the Bulldogs. That one went out of bounds. 47-35 with 1:52. It's going to be a alley-oop to Martin off the rim. No good. Huber's going to bring it down. Huber at the top, picked up by Ballard, Vedek's, and Martin. Just build a wall of Bulldogs there. There comes Gofford. Thornhill. Then Givens gets another push in the back on Endicott. Off the ball foul. Gets rang up for it. It's going to be a turnover on the Yellowjackets. Going towards Tar Junction. 1:33 left in the third period. 47-35. Your Bulldogs with the lead. Hanks inbound to Ballard. Gets it back to Hanks. Hanks is going to get across stride. Picked up by Givens. Martin back to Hanks. Hanks to Martin. Martin's got a look. He's going to pull that trigger. It's going to be short. Out of bounds. It's going the other way. Martin trying to find his footing there. Into Huber. Here comes Ballard to a little bit of soft press. Gets it back to Huber. Gets across. Here comes Martin for the protection. All the way across. There's Hal. Here comes Vedek. Covers up the shooter that time immediately. Good job. King at the top. Picked up by Ballard. They go to the far side. Thornhill's going to try baseline. He's got nowhere to go. Nope, he finds King underneath. And Vedek gets the strip. Called for the strip. Yeesh. So Vedek gets called for the foul. Why is he shooting? He wasn't shooting. So an on the ground foul. So King's first shot, no good as Vedek takes it from him on the ground, and they call it a shooting foul, which they're not in bonus yet. Both teams with 3 fouls, team fouls. 50.4 seconds. Irvin checks in for the Yellowjacket. Givens goes to the bench. Get some hydration. Vidic goes to the bench. Vidic might have been on the bench, sorry. Or no, he goes to the bench. Second shot's no. Nope, rims in. Second shot goes in. So 47-36. 58.4 seconds. Endicott gets it into Hanks. Hanks gets across. Irvin picks him up, goes to Pant. Picked by Thornhill. It's going to be, oh. This is definitely not Bulldog country. Pant gets called for the charge. Going the other way. 49.1 seconds, 47-36. King comes back in, and it looks like, who is that? Thornhill? Thornhill goes to the bench. Matty Shoulder checks in for Brody Pant. King inbound for the Yellowjackets. Gets it into Huber. Clock ticking at 44 seconds, third period. Huber. Howell, near side wing, protected by Hanks. There comes, who was that? Gottman drives in, gets the layup. Good shot by Gottman. 47-38, brings it to a 9-point game with 29 seconds left. Shorter to Hanks, back to Shorter. Going to slow it down here a little bit. They got the lead. There is no rush here. Shorter with just under 20 seconds. Ticks down to 17. Shorter looking, back to Endicott. Endicott to the corner. Hanks, 12, 11. Here's Endicott. He looks to get 7-6, and it's going to be a throwaway. Let it roll, let it roll. Good decision by Shorter on the back court. Lets it go all the way to the line. Runs the clock down a few more seconds to 3 seconds. Givens checks in for Irvin. Huber to inbound. I have a feeling he's going to inbound, run around. Oh, they're going to just inbound to Givens. Caught the Bulldogs sleeping on that one. Bulldogs, nobody there to protect with a 47-40. Yellowjacket snoozing underneath the basket on the inbound. So into the third period, clock resets at 8, 47-40. Bulldogs hanging on to a 7-point lead going into the fourth. We'll take a few second time out. Listen to the to the Carl Drisher Boys streaming network here in Forsyth, Missouri. Be right back. All right, here we go. Welcome back. 8 minutes left in the game. Starting of the fourth period. Bulldogs with a 7-point lead, 47-40. We got Ballard, Hanks, Martin, Endicott, and Shorter. Bulldog ball to start the fourth period. Clock starts just under 8 minutes. There's Shorter picked up by Givens. Here goes to Hanks on the far side. Hanks comes back to Shorter. Shorter picked up by Huber. Back to Hanks. Looking for something to open up underneath. Back and forth. Oh, we found Martin in the corner. Martin guarded by Howe. He's going to be a tip away. Huber almost gets it. Endicott's going to drive in baseline. Goes back to Hanks. Hanks has got him a long float for two. No good. And it's going to be who? 4. Oh. So Howe gets called underneath the basket, pushing it back. So foul, so Bulldogs keep it. Vidic checks in for Martin, 7:32. Vidic over here on the near side wing. Hanks the inbound. Endicott on the far side. Here comes Shorter, Mallard in the middle. Endicott and Shorter. Back to Hanks. Hanks looks. Shorter underneath the Endicott. Vidic. And Huber guarding. He sees Hanks wide open. Hanks got the shot. It looks good. Hanks gets fouled on the three-point shot. He's going to the line. Shot's no good, but Hanks has got a chance to make it up. 7:18 left in the game. 47-40. Got a chance to make it a 10-point game here as Hanks steps to the stripe. Endicott Ballard. Rebound at Vedix and shorter back. First one is good. Got two more. Good shot by Hanks. Let's go two more here. Second one's good. One more. 49-40. 49-40. Hanks got his third shot with 7:18. And he is money. Ryan Hanks. Huber gets it in to Howe. Picked up by Vedix. Goes to the corner to Thornhill. Picked up by Ballard. Ballard's going to swing with him. Switch with Vedix. Back to Huber. Vedix picks him up. Near side, they're going to Thornhill. He looks to swing. There's nobody in the corner. He almost threw it. The whole Yellowjackets team's on one side of the court. Here comes Howe. He spread out. Stay with him because he's got the hot hand right now. Probably trying to get him open. Thornhill's got some quick moves, quick feet. Huber, Vedix guarding him at the top. Drives in. There's Thornhill. Thornhill pulls the trigger on the long three. No good. Off the rim, Vedix to the rebound. Quick out to Endicott. Endicott gets it down. Coach does pull it out, waste some time here because they are winning. There's no rush. Burn a little bit of clock here with a 10-point lead. Vedix to Endicott. Endicott to Hanks. Hanks near side, bounce pass Shorter. Shorter's looking all the way to Vedix. Vedix has got to look. Wasting time here, wasting time. Hanks, near side, back to Vedix. Vedix got a three. It's going to be a in and out. Huber at the top, guarded by Shorter. Here's Givens. Givens looks. Pass to the corner to Howe. Howe picked up by Ballard. He's going to drop baseline. Trying to bump. Got nowhere to go. He's got to kick it out to Huber. Huber's got a three. He's going to overshoot it. And that might be a foul on Howe. Let me look here. Or Ballard. Ballard's on the court. They don't like Ballard in this place, apparently. Yep. Nope. Harrison Howe. So he picks up the foul. Ballard gets away. Gets away. He was looking down like, you got me again? So Hanks, the inbound on the far side to Maddox Shorter. 5:45, 50-40. Shorter gets the ball to Vedix on the far side. Vedix is looking for Hanks. Here's Hanks, picked up by Givens. Comes out to or Blevins. Is it Givens? I've been saying it the whole time. Givens. Vedix to the corner. Hanks looks, drives in, going to spin. They got nowhere to go as King got some long arms. There's Vedix to Shorter. Shorter pulls the trigger on the three. It's good, and it's good. Maddox Shorter gets the ball in, and Bulldogs expand their lead to 13. This is what last night's game should have looked like. Vedix on the far side, gets himself a steal. Here comes Shorter. He's going coast to coast, and he gets the body on the floor. Looks like that's just going to be an inbound since they have no fouls. Bulldogs got, no, actually the Yellowjackets have 14 fouls. Bulldogs have 0. Ballard checks out. Pant checks in. Here's Hanks, the Endicott, the Vedix. Vedix looks, he goes back to the corner. Shorter for three. No good. Rebound by 20, that's the new one, Gottman. And it's going to be tipped out of bounds as Vedix. As Vedix comes flying into the referee and gives him a bear hug. If that was last night, it wouldn't have went that way. It would have been a push. I know. You might as well he's going to get called he probably got called for it last night. So Vedix keeps him from the referee from flying into the bench. Call a fair game, get fair practice. Huber inbound. Gets it into King, back to Huber. Huber at the top. He's going to go to Givens. Givens looks at the top. Nowhere to go. Here comes Gofford. Gofford's going to drive in. He's had pretty good luck at the basket. 22 is Gofford. Sorry, he's driving baseline. He's going to have a bad pass. Here comes Hanks with it. Quick pass. The Bulldogs are on the run right now. Here's Shorter's got the wide open look, and it's going to be no good, but he's going to the line. Fouled hard as Shorter slides about 15, 20 feet on his back with the thumbs up in the air, saying, I'm going to the line. 4:30 left in the game. Bulldogs up by 13, 53-40. Endicott Panther rebound. Shot for Shorter is good. Second shot, Shorter is good. 55-40. 4:28. Huber gets across the stripe to King. Vidic almost gets himself a steal. Gottman drives in. He's going to be fouled by every Bulldog in the country. Looks like Endicott or Pant. Let's see who he gives it to. 20. No. He wasn't even there. So Vidic gets called for the foul, and he was in the bathroom. Golly. Can't get out of this place fast enough. First shots, no good. Gottman at the line. It's either Vidic or, either Endicott or Pant got him. Vidic got the official. Second shot is good. 55-41. There's Hanks at the far side by Gibbons. Gets across, Vidic's far side, all the way to Shorter. Shorter's got a look. He's going to swing the ball. Endicott back to Hanks. Hanks at the top. Spreads it out. 4:08 in the game. Endicott to Shorter. Shorter sees his opening. Pulls it. No good. Vidic goes up for the rebound. It's going to be tipped out of bounds on Irvin. Nope, saved by the Yellowjackets. Pant comes down with it. Pant's going to muscle in. Almost gives it away. Hanks comes down with it. Hanks by Gibbons. They're coming out to start picking it up, filling the intensity. Ramp up a little bit. The urgency. Hard pass by Shorter. Goes south. It's going to be a turnover. Irvin comes up with it. Timeout. Yellowjackets. Take a timeout. It's got 3:41 left in the game. 55-42. On the scoreboard. We'll take a few seconds timeout. You listen to the College Action Boys streaming network here in Forsyth, Missouri, for the third place championships follow with Branson and Forsyth at 7:30. Hopefully we'll be home by then. 2 solid hours, so check on your Bulldogs while they're on the road. Make sure everything's safe and sound because these roads are windy and dark. We'll be right back. All right, there's the official buzzer. 3:41 left in the game. Your Bulldogs lead 55-42. Here comes Vidic, Pant, Endicott, Hanks, and Shorter. In that order. Looks like the ball is going to be inbound on the opposite end by the Yellowjackets after a timeout call on a turnover. The big man gets it into Huber. Huber back to the big man. It's kind of crisscross. Back and forth. Get it across pretty much uncontested there. It's going to be tipped. Gibbons gets it. He's going to go up for 2. No good. Hanks comes down. All I see is this big hand come down with a ball in it. It's Hanks. Hanks at the top, slowing it down a little bit. No rush. Let's burn some time here. Hanks and Shorter playing catch out there until they make him come get it. Bounce pass to the reverse layup for Endicott. No good. Endicott has it. It looks like Powell's going to bring it down. Hand it off to Huber. Huber gets a quick out to, who is that? Out of bounds. Ooh, a travel. So a travel on Gottman. It looks like he was going to the hole pretty hard on that one. He had his head down and he was driving. Might even have had a lane. We'll say he didn't because he didn't. Just under 3 minutes left in the game. Vidic to Pant. Underneath the Shorter. Shorter's going to pull it back out to Hanks is going to send in the corner. Here comes the trap in the corner. Pant underneath the Endicott. Endicott to Vidic. Vidic to Hank. Playing keep away right now with 2:44. Shorter to Vidic. Pant. Bounce past Endicott for 2. No good. Endicott fighting, scrapping. It's on the ground. And they're just going to tie it up. It's going Yellowjackets on this one. So good thinking by Endicott after Howe has it. He just ties him up on the ground, know where he can go. Or I'm sorry, Gottman. Gottman checks out, and 23 Thornhill checks back in. I assume a three-point shooter. 2:29 left in the game. That's 2:29 left in the game. 55-42. Huber at the top to Givens. Givens underneath to the big man King. Not a whole lot Pant can do on that one. He's just big. For 2. 2:15, 55-44. Vidic to shorter. Hits Hanks on the run. Hanks is going to deliver. Spin move, loses it. Pant. That's going to be a swat. It's going to be a call. Guy underneath the basket must have missed that one right in front of him. Shucking here in Forsyth. So Pant's going to the line as the Yellowjackets are in foul trouble, or 5 team fouls on that one. First shot is good for Pant. Where is Pant? Second shot, no good. Hubert to top to Givens. Givens switch place. Here comes Thornhill. Picked up by Endicott. Tries to do the big man. It looks like Shoulders kind of ties up King. Gets the away from the ball foul. I know he don't want it, but I think he had his arm from behind. I'll give him that one. Huber into King. Back to Huber. Huber drives, spins to King, no good. This time Pant pulls it down. He's going to stick with it. Slow it down. Pant at the top. Here comes Shorter. They're going to get ready to spread it out with 1:34 left in the game. Play a little catch. Yellowjackets is going to have to foul if they want it back here. Swing it to Vidic in the corner. Vidic gets it off. Hanks, just enough keep away, and looks like that foul is going to go to Thornhill. So an intentional foul on Thornhill breaks Pant to the line. Here comes Endicott. Endicott, Shorter, and Pant going over to talk to head coach Hardy as Hanks sees his first one. Ryan Hanks. 57-44, 1:22 left in the game. Hanks looking for the second shot here. Hanks with 11 on the day. Shorter with 13. Endicott with 8. Vidic with 7 and Pant with 9. That's all I know that's on the board. Next shot for Hanks is good. I like money. Both faithful there. Here's 11. Worson checks in for Huber. He's going to go to Golfer. Vidic is going to knock it out of bounds, so they're going to keep it. Yellowjackets going to keep it on their end. They're going to do it again. Inbound on their end is Worson. Change the name in the last few seconds. Get it into King. Picked up by Vidic. Here comes Worson. And Shorter's got his number, and bad pass by Worson. Here's Pant. He's going to drive in. He's just going to go in for the layup. Off the shoulder of Gorfuss. And in for 2. Quick pass to Gorfuss. Vidic and Pant got him locked down. Vidic's going to get the reaching foul on that one. That is going to be 3 on Vidic. Vidic with 7 points on the day. 3 fouls right now with 47.2 seconds left, 60-44. Warsaw to inbound. He's going to go deep to Irvin. Irvin's going to go up. He's going to elevate short float. It's going to be no good. Pant knocks it off the backboard to Endicott. Endicott brings it down. They should be fouling. I don't know why they're not. Unless they just going to not foul it. Hanks and Shorter riding this out. 30 seconds. Here's Hanks. as King tips it out of bounds. Phoenix inbound for the Bulldogs with 29.4 seconds. Gets it into head. Shorter, and this should be it here. 26 and countdown. Dorford's trying to foul. Irvin trying to foul on Vidic. Nope, looks like they're pant. They're not calling any fouls. They're just letting it ride with 14 seconds. And that's going to be the game as Hanks holds it. Your Bulldogs with an impressive win, 60-44. Probably should have would have been looked like last night on an even playing field, but I'll quit saying that. I'm sworn. And that's it. Bulldogs are coming home. Don't forget to hug your Bulldog. Be safe. Thanks for joining us this weekend, and have a great day.